I want you to tell the audience here, why should one of those decisions be using video as a way to communicate?
Face-to-face at scale is the short take. I mean, your whole goal in this relationship and referral-based business is to get face-to-face, right? So when you set up the machine to shoot replies out, and when you're shooting out text messages and leaving voicemails, all of it, for the most part, is driving toward a face-to-face meeting. And why is it driving to a face-to-face meeting? Because you're better in person. It's a relationship-based business. You want to be able to present with your best face forward. You are your own best sales asset. And so you're trying to get face-to-face. So why not do it earlier and more often in the process? So, you know, when you guys rack up a YouTube channel with tons of great content, all delivered from who you are in the completely authentic and unique way that you do it yourselves, right? I could say the exact same thing Chris just said, and it's going to be a whole different experience because you are your own best differentiator. But, you know, when you produce video and you put it out on YouTube, you put it out on Facebook, you put it out on Instagram, et cetera, it is building relationship for you while you sleep. Right. And so that was one of, I took several. I could do 40 minutes just on what Chris said to open this thing. I got some good notes here, but, you know, so that's a big opportunity. Another, just again, going back to this, for the folks who are listening, who have been sitting on the sidelines waiting, I know why you're waiting, and I want to address two of them right now, and we'll probably get into more of them. One, you're like, I'm not Chris Smith. I don't have this big personality. I haven't been doing it for years. Here's the deal. It's not about being this particular style of video that I'm going to be talking about and that the book is written about.
Sure.
Is you don't have to be dynamic to do it. You just have to be who you are. One of our most prolific users is a real estate agent in Oklahoma City, a guy named Kyle No. He's sent nearly 8,000 videos through our platform. And he's just this plain-spoken, soft-spoken guy. He's not going to you're not going to click play and be like, whoa, this guy's just, you know, big energy, big personality. So it's about being who you are. That's about this relationships through video, style of video. And then the other one is, it doesn't, and we will get into this, it doesn't require the lights you think you need, the production you think you need, the camera you think you need, all that, the script. You don't need any of that stuff to get started with video today.
Yeah, I love that. And one quick point I want you to dive a little bit deeper on here, talking about stats. You mentioned how video is really about that face-to-face connection. And I think one of the stats that jumped out to me in the book, and I want you to reference it here, is the impact of an ask, of a request, when you do it face-to-face compared to texting or emailing in the traditional sense.
Yeah, two tips around requesting. One is always use the word because. That's a classic study. It's the copier study. If you just Google copier study because, if you make up just one simple reason, it doesn't even have to be a good reason per this research study. It doesn't even have to be a good reason. Just make up a reason why someone should comply. I want you to do this because fill in the blank. I forget what the return is on that. But the one that you're talking about is one that I refer to later in the book. And it was, I forget where I picked that one up. It might've been in a Forbes article, but it's making requests face-to-face has something like a 30x higher compliance.
Yeah, and I'll repeat that for the audience, Ethan. It was because I wrote it down because I realized you had a lot of the data in the book. It was a 34x increase in compliance. Meaning, if you and I are together right now face to face, and I were to request you to do something, hey Ethan, could you actually hand me my computer? Ethan, could you grab my phone for me? Ethan, when you're going to grab lunch, could you go ahead and do it for me? Your likelihood of complying to that request is 34 times higher than if I were to send you a quick text. You might even be at the grocery store when you get the text and you'll be able to ignore me. So I think the crazy thing about that stat, Ethan, is the ability for you to get someone to comply to a request is at the heart of persuasion, which is at the heart of marketing and of course, communication. So it's just a fascinating data point I think people need to get their heads around. It's not about doing more and sending more. It's really about sort of the effectiveness of the message.
Jimmy, let me say one thing. Because Ethan, what you said about the ultimate differentiator is so true. This industry, real estate, is nothing but copycats and scam artists and ripoff. Like the second you do something really cool and innovative, your whole market copies you, right? You go sign up for Curator, your 3 competitors call us the next day. You go do Boomtown, all the other teams do Boomtown. Even BombBomb, no offense, right, Ethan? You guys have tens of thousands of users. So the differentiator is not BombBomb. The differentiator is not Curator. The differentiator is you. Like no one, and this is something our clients ask about all the time, somebody's copying me. What should I do? No one can copy you. And that's why by being brave and getting on camera, you are breaking through a really important moment, which is now no one can copy me.